Sorry, we had a few juvenile hearings.
It's all good.
All right. Ma'am, can you please state your name?
Your Honor, this is someone who needs an Arabic interpreter.
Yeah, I see some Mia.
Good morning. Yes, the Arabic interpreter is here, Your Honor.
Again then. All right. For the individual in the Pima County jail, sitting next to Ms. Fox, can you please state your name?
ممكن اسمك يا ستي؟
كواكب عباس علي.
كواكب عباس علي.
All right, Ms. Ali, I am seeing you right now on charges of domestic violence, child abuse.
التهمة الموجهة ليكي اليوم ان انت عملتي عنف اسري واذيتي اطفال.
This is the time set for your initial appearance. We're gonna go.
ده الوقت yes, sorry.
You're fine. Go ahead.
ده الوقت المحدد ان هم القاضي يستدعاك علشان يقول لك الاتهامات الموجهة ليكي. Yes, Your Honor.
I want to discuss your conditions of release. Before I do that, you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you.
قبل ما اقول اي شروط خاصه بانهم يطلقوا سراحك هقول لك ان انت بتعتبرك المحكمه بريئه حتى يثبت ذلك. عليك ان انت تصمتي لان ممكن اي شيء تقوليه يصبح ضدك.
Finally, before we go over your conditions of release, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement and from pretrial services, and I'll be taking argument from the prosecutor as well as your attorney who's sitting next to you.
قبل ما اقول شروط اطلاق سراحك هتكلم على محضر الشرطه وكل من هو ادلى بالدلو في هذه القضيه او في هذه التهم وفي محامي يجلس بجانبك.
Pretrial asking for release to pretrial services. That's my inclination as well.
أنا طلبوا إنهم يطلقوا سراحك حتى يتم عرضك على الخدمات اللي هي ما قبل أي محاكمات وأنا ده اللي أميل إليه أكتر.
Mr. Goodman, I'd like to set court for May 19th. Would that be okay?
أحب أقول إن الجلسة القادمة أو ظهورك مرة أخرى أمام المحكمة يبقى في شهر 5 يوم 19. يسأل المحامي إذا كان ده مناسب. Yes, Your Honor.
That sounds appropriate if you're intending to hold the co-defendant.
I am, sir. Ma'am, I'm going to order it. Go to me.
فعلا هو ده الوقت المحدد علشان يكون لك جلسة أخرى اللي هو شهر 5 يوم 19 في الشهر.
I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, set court for May 19th at 1:30 p.m. and order you to comply with the Department of Child Services.
هو هتظهري مرة أخرى الساعة 1:30 في هذا التاريخ اللي هو شهر 5 يوم 19 وهيكون ليكي محامي تعين المحكمة على إنك لابد الالتزام بما كل ما تقرره الجهة اللي هتقوم برؤيتك مرة أخرى قبل الجلسة. Yes, Your Honor.
With that being said, ma'am, you are excused.
اتفضلي هو كل ده ما عندي أقوله اليوم.
وين هي أحضر المحكمة؟ وين أي مكان؟
Where is this court where I will be attending the hearing, Your Honor?
Thank you for asking that question. Your court hearing on May 19th, ma'am, is unlikely to go. When you are released from the jail, today is Saturday, call Ms. Fox has given you a number. You're going to need to call that number next week to speak to an attorney. The attorney will make sure that we can get an interpreter, that they can get an interpreter to communicate with you, to tell you about your next court date, because that court date that I've provided is highly unlikely to occur.
حاليا لا استطيع اقول لك اين هي المحكمه، لكن عليك ان انت الاسبوع القادم هيعطوكي رقم تليفون، الاسبوع القادم تتصلي بالتليفون ده ورقم هذا الرقم، والمحامي اللي هيرد عليكي هيقول لك ايوه هيبقى في مترجم، والمترجم ده هيبقى في الجلسه القادمه. لكن حاليا هو مش متاكد ان الجلسه دي ستكون يحددوها، ففي الوقت ده هيقول لك المحامي كل المعلومات اللي انت محتاجه تقوليها عندما يعطيكي رقم تليفون.
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
اتفضلي حضرتك.
أنا عمري ما أبيع ثمنه. أنا خلصت والسبعة ربيتهم أحسن ما يكون. مش على آخر واحد أدي.
Your Honor, in case she's talking about the offense, could the interpreter let her know that she shouldn't talk about what happened that day?
Yes, Molly.
يا ستي ما تقوليه لا يريد القاضي أن يسمعه الآن، يسمعه إذا كان هناك جلسة أمام محكمة في التاريخ اللي قرره القاضي. فحاليا استعدي للدفاع عن نفسك في هذه الجلسة القادمة.
أطفالي.
What about my children, Your Honor?
So, ma'am, I'm not sure what DCS has in store for you going forward right now. I'm not ordering no contact. I'm ordering you to comply with whatever DCS asks you to do.
احنا ما بنقولش ان انت هتحرمي منهم او ان انت لا تتصلي بيهم، لكن ستقول لك الجهه المختصه حاليا بعد ما تمشي من الحجره اللي انت فيها ما عليك ان تفعليه.
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
اتفضلي حضرتك.
أوكي شكرا لك.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your name, please, sir. You ready?
Arabic interpreter, Your Honor.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
Sir, can you please state your name?
ممكن اسمك لو سمحت؟
ضياء شمس كامل.
ضياء شمس كامل.
Okay, so this is the time set for your initial appearance. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. Sorry, Samia.
Sorry, Your Honor, I apologize. ده الوقت المحدد ان هو القاضي يلقي عليك التهم الموجهه ليك. ممكن انت ويعتبرك القاضي المحكمه تعتبرك بريء حتى يثبت ذلك، ولك الحق ان انت تصمت لان ممكن اي شيء تقوله يصبح ضدك.
Sir, you are being seen on charges of domestic violence, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, aggravated assault, temporary but substantial injury, child abuse, and disorderly conduct with a weapon.
ده التهم الموجهة إليك اعتداء عنف أسري واعتداء على الآخرين وحيازتك لسلاح وتسببك في إصابات وإساءة معاملة أطفال وكل أشياء لابد أنها تنظر كأنها كلها عنف وعدوانية شديدة.
No.
So don't speak about that. 1 second. Mia, will you don't speak about the fact. You'll need to discuss these facts with your attorney. Everything you say right now is being broadcast over the internet and will be used against you.
أرجوك يا سيدي، هو لا يريد القاضي سماع أي شيء من قبلك أو أي نوع من إن أنت تدافع عن نفسك أو ترد على هذه الاتهامات، لأنها ممكن تصبح أي شيء تقوله ممكن يكون ضدك. حاليا هو كل ما عليه القاضي إن هو يقول لك ما هو اتهمت به.
Okay, sorry.
Right. So the state sir is asking for me to impose a $50,000 bond. My inclination is to hold Mr. Kaml on a bond, as well as orders not to have any contact with the alleged victim, not to return home where his wife and children reside, and to comply with DCS and have no contact with the co-defendant. Ms. Fox, did you want to be heard as to those conditions and as to bond?
Sorry, I'm sorry. في كفالة $550 عليك ان انت لابد ان انت الامتناع عن التواصل مع الضحية، ولا تذهب مرة أخرى للبيت اللي فيه الزوجة والأولاد، وعليك أن أنت تمتثل لكل ما تقر الجهة التي ستتكلم معك بعد هذه المقابلة. Yes.
Your Honor, we are asking for a $5,000 to $10,000 bond given his lack of criminal history, housing confirmed with support and transportation, and the fact that the children are being protected in DCS custody.
بطلب المحامية إنه تبقى الكفالة المطلوبة 5,000 ل $10,000، وهي بتقول إن أنت ليس لديك تاريخ أي عدوانية، وموضوع إن أنت مكان تعيش فيه ده غير متواجد، ثم إن الأطفال تحت حماية الدولة، في حماية الدولة.
The court is going to impose a $35,000 cash secured bond.
الكفالة هتبقى $3,500.
With the aforementioned no contact provisions.
لابد ان انت تمتنع عن التواصل معهم.
Set court on May 19th at 1:30 p.m. and also order the defendant to surrender any firearms in his possession to TPD or PCSO if he's released from the Pima County jail.
لو أطلقوا سراحك لابد إن أنت تسلم أي أسلحة عندك. الكفالة هتبقى $350. لا مرة أخرى لا تتواصل مع أي من الضحايا اللي تسببت في إيذائهم. والجلسة القادمة في شهر 5 يوم 19 1:30 ظهرا.
I'm also seeing Mr. Kaml on a city court case for a leash law violation.
ثم انه كان هناك فرق للقانون، وفي لابد ان انت تمتثل مره اخرى لمحكمه اللي هي اسمها سيتي كورت.
I'm going to assign the city PD to represent him on this case. Set court for June 12th at 9 a.m. That will be a non-transport review hearing, and then release him on this case so that the city PD can assist him in the process of the city court case.
في جلسة أخرى محددة ليك في شهر 6 يوم 12 الساعة 9، لكن هو بيقول إن الاحتمال كبير، مش الاحتمال، لابد إن أنت هينظروا معاك في هذه التهمة الموجهة ليك لهذه الجلسة علشان يطلقوا سراحك فيها.
With that, sir,
Your Honor.
Yeah.
Did you appoint the legal defender's office in this matter?
I did all, yeah.
Thank you.
وهناك محامي ستقرر المحكمة يقوم بالدفاع عنك.
And with that, sir, you're excused.
تفضل حضرتك.
بس أنا أنا ما دافعت عن حالي، وهذا كله افتراء، يعني هذا من المحقق اللي جابني.
Your Honor, I have not defended myself yet, and all these are just accusations that have been thrown at me with a person who has been interrogating me.
Yes, so, sir, you're gonna have a chance to litigate these charges with your attorney. I imagine they'll be at the see you on Monday or Tuesday of next week. And you can revisit all my release conditions at a future court date, sir.
كل ما تريد الدفاع عن نفسك به تقول للمحامي وهو سيراك يوم الاثنين أو الثلاثاء القادمين، وأيضا سيتكلم معك على شروط إطلاق سراحة.
But as for now, sir, we're finished with this hearing and you're excused.
حاليا اتفضل حضرتك، احنا خلصنا الكلام معاك بالنسبة لأي الاتهامات الموجهة ليك.
يعني شو وقت اطلع من السجن؟
So how will I be released? When will I be released from the detention?
So right now, you're being held on a $35,000 cash or secured bond. You won't be released unless you post that bond.
حاليا انت ملقى القبض عليك حتى تدفع الكفالة اللي هي 350 دولار.
اوكي.
حتى
All right, sir.
تدفعها.
You're excused now.
All right, John. اتفضل حضرتك.
اوكي. ثانك يو.
Thank you, Mia.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. Terrell, I believe you're up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are you Mr. Carlos Molina, sir?
Usted se llama Carlos Molina, señor.
Así, señor.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, I am seeing you today for initial appearance. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. I'm going to go over your charges as well as your release conditions.
Bueno, señor, estamos viéndolo esta mañana por comparecencia inicial. Vamos a hablar de las condiciones de libertad condicional de usted y las condiciones de las circunstancias del caso en contra suya. Escuche.
Sir, I'm seeing you on 2 felony matters, it appears, as well as some city court matters.
Lo estamos viendo esta mañana por 2 acusaciones de delitos graves, tanto como 2 acusaciones de la Corte Municipal.
On the felony matter, sir, I'm seeing you on 1 charge of possession of a dangerous drug. I'm also seeing you on felony charges for possession of a narcotic drug for sale, possession or transfer of a narcotic drug, possession of paraphernalia, being a prohibited possessor, and possession of a firearm during a narcotic offense.
Lo estamos viendo por acusaciones de tenencia de droga peligrosa, también de tenencia de droga peligrosa para la venta, de posesión o transferencia, traslado de droga narcótica, de posesión de arma por poseedor prohibido y posesión de arma durante la comisión de un cargo relacionado a posesión de droga.
Sir, on the possession of a dangerous drug charge, I issued a warrant for your arrest in the amount of $1,000. I'm going to affirm that warrant, appoint the public defender's office to represent you on that case, and set court an arraignment for May 15th at 1:30 p.m.
Ahora, por la acusación de posesión de droga peligrosa, yo emití una orden de arresto en contra suya con fianza de $1,000. Estoy afirmando eso. Voy a asignar al abogado de oficio para que se encargue de su defensa. Le voy a programar la audiencia de lectura de cargos para el día 15 de mayo a la 1:30 por la tarde.
On the new charges, sir, of the sale, the sale charges and the prohibited possessor charges, the state's asking for a $15,000 bond in lieu of holding you without the ability to post bond.
In lieu of holding you without the ability, Your Honor?
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Thank you. Ahora, por las acusaciones nuevas, señor, de tenencia de droga y poseedor prohibido, la fiscalía está pidiendo que se imponga fianza de $15,000 en lugar de dejarlo salir bajo fianza.
Ms. Fox, did you want to be heard as to bond amount on the new charges?
Ahora la defensora comentará su recomendación sobre las fianzas por los cargos nuevos. Escuche.
Yes, Your Honor, I just asked for a $5,000 bond instead of a $15,000 bond. considering he does have housing and this case does not involve a violent or victim crime.
Señor juez, lo que pido yo es una fianza de $5,000 en lugar de $15,000, ya que tiene afirmación de vivienda aquí en Tucson y no tuvo que ver con violencia o víctima en este caso.
All right. Given the factors in the statement of probable cause, I'm going to go with the state's recommendation of $15,000. Set court on May 19th at 1:30 p.m. and appoint the public defender's office again.
Bueno, por los cargos nuevos, en vista de lo que se ve en las circunstancias del caso, voy a firmar la fianza de $15,000 y le programo una audiencia continua para el 15 de mayo, perdóneme, el 19 de mayo a la 1:30 de la tarde y designo al defensor público para que lo defienda en estos cargos nuevos también.
On the city court charges, sir, you're being seen on failing to appear for charges of threats and intimidation, domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest.
Ahora, por la acusación de la Corte Municipal, está usted detenido por no comparecer por las acusaciones de amenazas, intimidaciones, agresiones de violencia doméstica, daño a propiedad ajena de violencia doméstica y alteración del orden público, todos de violencia doméstica.
On this case, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash bond, order no contact with the victims. You may not go to their residence or workplaces. Appoint the city PD to represent you and set court on May 19th in front of Judge Verena.
Ahora, por la acusación aquí, le voy a poner una fianza de $1,000 en efectivo. Se le prohíbe contacto y comunicación con la víctima, no debe regresar donde viva, donde trabaje. Voy a designar al defensor público para que lo defienda y le programo una audiencia para el 19 de mayo ante la juez Verena a la 1 de la tarde.
I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf in the city court cases, sir, and with that, you're excused.
Por lo pronto, se registra su declaración de no culpable ante los cargos de la Corte Municipal. Y ya es todo por hoy, señor. Puede retirarse. Gracias.
Oh, thanks. I hope you brought a lunch, Molly.
I did not, unfortunately.
Ma'am, will you please state your name?
Señora, díganos su nombre, por favor.
Vanessa Santa María.
Vanessa Santamaría.
Correcto.
All right. Let's Santa Maria,
Correct.
this is the time set for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges and your release conditions.
Señora Santamaría, esta comparecencia inicial es para revisar los cargos pendientes y condiciones de libertad provisional. Escuche.
Before we do that, you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney, and I'll be appointing the public defender's office to represent you.
Ahora, antes de eso, le voy a decir que tiene usted derecho a guardar silencio. Cualquier cosa que diga podrá estar contra suya. Tiene derecho a tener abogado presente en sus casos después. Voy a asignar al defensor público para que se encargue de su defensa.
I'm seeing you, ma'am, on charges of domestic violence, aggravated assault, substantial disfigurement, and domestic violence criminal damage.
La estoy viendo por acusaciones de violencia doméstica con alteración de la fisionomía grave y también de violencia doméstica con agravantes.
State's asking me to impose a $5,000 bond. Ms. Fox, do you want to be heard?
La fiscalía pide fianza de $5,000. Ahora la defensora con pelado suyo. Escuche.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd ask that the court release her to pretrial services given verified housing, transportation, and support, as well as her complete lack of criminal history. And I'd also like to point out that this offense occurred 2 months ago. So it seems as though she's not a continued danger.
Bueno, señor, lo que pido yo es que lo libere bajo la supervisión de la Agencia de Servicios previos a juicio, ya que se ha comprobado su vivienda aquí, transportación y apoyo en la comunidad. No se le ven antecedentes penales en su caso, en su historia personal. Y además, esta acusación ocurrió hace 2 meses y desde entonces no ha habido ninguna reincidencia, así es que no posa un riesgo palpable a la comunidad de hecho.
Mr. Goodman, my inclination was to release Ms. Santa Maria to pretrial services with orders to have no contact with the alleged victim, not to return to his residence or workplace. She may go back one time with law enforcement to pick up her belongings. Did you want to be heard though, sir, before we make a final decision?
Para el señor Cruz, lo que me veo inclinado a hacer es liberarle a la agencia de servicios superiores de oficio, pero se le prohíbe contacto y comunicación con la víctima, de no regresar a donde viva la víctima, donde trabaje, y que regrese una vez acompañada de agentes del orden público para recoger sus prendas personales del hogar. ¿Tiene algo que comentar usted, señor Goodman?
Nothing to add, Your Honor.
No tiene nada que añadir, dice él.
All right, then those conditions are ordered as already mentioned.
Entonces, esas serán las condiciones de libertad condicional, como las acabo de mencionar, dice el juez.
Your next court date, ma'am, will be May 29th at 1:30 p.m.
La próxima audiencia en su caso será el 29 de mayo a la 1:30 por la tarde.
That court date is highly unlikely to occur, so please stay in touch with pretrial services as well as your attorney to find out what to expect in the next few weeks.
Ahora, esa audiencia es probable que no se lleve a cabo. Así es que es importante que sí esté en contacto con la agencia de servicios previos de oficio Pretrial Services y con su licenciado o licenciada para saber qué es lo que ocurrirá en las próximas semanas.
So,
Is that all?
Well,
That was a question from the defendant, Your Honor. Is that all?
yeah, that's all.
gracias.
Sí, es todo, pero gracias. With that, Your Honor, may the interpreter be excused?
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your weekend, Terrell. Nine 45 and 40 minutes down.
What?
Who are you aware?
Attorney. What's your name?
Justin.
Okay.
Your name, please, sir?
Justin E. Terrell.
All right, Mr. Terrell, this is the time set for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges as well as your conditions of release. Before we do that, know that you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. Sir, on these charges, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Counsel, my inclination, let's see, Mr. Terrell, you're being seen on 2 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of criminal damage. I also understand that Mr. Terrell is currently in the Pima County Jail on a relatively high bond. My inclination, counsel, was to set a $1,000 bond and court for May 19th. Is either party wish to be heard?
No,
I
Your
have
Honor.
nothing to add, Your Honor.
All right, so sir, I'm going to hold you in the jail on these charges on a $1,000 bond. You'll have court May 19th. That court is unlikely to go. Your attorney will get to see you shortly within the week and discuss these new charges with you. All right, sir?
Am I able to get those charges written down so that I know exactly what this meeting was about?
Yes, sir. We're going to send you a copy of your paperwork from the courthouse.
And your attorney will handle that information as well.
Okay, and this is going to my attorney so that we could argue this back with you, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Discuss, argue. I'm trying to show you the right words, sir.
That's all right, sir.
You'll talk to your attorney.
Um,
It'll be the same attorney you already. Okay. That just gives you the information. Talk to your attorney on Monday. Okay.
You can litigate both cases, sir, but you're.
have a good one.
Sure. Jill, you said Mr. Aragon refused.
Yes.
Do we want
He
to
did.
order them here tonight by any means necessary? That's my inclination, Jill, but I mean, you've been dealing with Mr. Aragon. I don't want to put anybody else at risk. He's being held on other cases already.
Your Honor, the CO stepped out for just a second and he's back in, so you may have to repeat yourself a little bit.
Yes.
Sorry.
You're fine. JL, are you there again?
Yes, yeah.
So do you want me to order that Mr. Aragon appear tonight by any means necessary?
Sure.
The reality is he's not going anywhere. He's being held on a bond already. I ordered
Yes.
for this morning. He's not doing himself any favors by not coming, but I also don't know if we want to continue this ad nauseum just because he doesn't want to show up. So my inclination would be to order that he appear tonight by any means necessary.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Jail. Give me 1 second, ma'am. That's yours. Ma'am, can you please state your name?
Mia Galva.
All right, Ms. Grijalva, good to see you again. We have your paperwork now, so you know what's going on. We're seeing you on charges of promoting prison contraband. I told you that my inclination was to hold you to make sure you're getting time credit. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hold you, ma'am, on a $1,000 bond. Give you 1 second. I'm gonna order that bond be set nunc pro tunc to May 8th, when you were originally supposed to be seen, but for the fact that we did not have a statement of probable cause. Set court, ma'am, for May 19th at 1:30 PM. And appoint the legal defender's office to represent you in this matter, ma'am. And with that, you're excused.
Before we want to watch it.
Are we starting this?
Yes, we are. It's even almost 43, so they didn't have to do that anyway, about. What did you question? You just.
Sir, your name, please.
Alfredo Kamacho?
All right, Mr. Camacho. Hey, jail, do we have all the misdemeanors in the courtroom now, or at least a handful of them?
Just.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are being seen today on initial appearance for misdemeanor charges. You are all presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You always have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, I might be appointing an attorney. Before we go over your conditions of release and your charges, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement as well as pretrial services if they spoke to you and provided a report to the court. Mr. Camacho, I am seeing you, sir, on justice court charges and city court charges. I have you here on a failure to appear for a criminal trespass charge out of Pima County Justice Court, as well as failure to appear. Nope, as well as new charges, sir, for trespassing in a city court case. On the misdemeanor case, on the justice court case, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $300 cash or secured bond. set court on May 11th and appoint Christian Salter to represent you. If you do post that bond, sir, or are later released, we order you not to go back to the incident location where you were trespassed from. On the city court case, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $300 bond as well. Appoint the city PD to represent you, set court in front of Judge Hale, and set court, sir, for May 19th at 1:45 p.m. I'm also going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf on the city court case, sir, as this is also your arraignment. And with that, sir, you're excused.
This says what happened.
Thank you.
Yes. Your Honor, there were no other misdemeanor defendants in the courtroom when you did that speech, just FYI. Sorry. Very bad news.
Longest morning ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of them are walking in now, though.
Okay. All right, Molly, do we have a handful of individuals in the courtroom?
Yes.
Yes, a lot.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are all here for an initial appearance on new charges. We are going to go over those charges. Before we do that, no, you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. When you come before me, I will let you know if the court's going to appoint you an attorney. Lastly, before we go over your charges and release submissions, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement as well as information from pretrial services if they spoke to you. Ma'am, will you please state your name?
Gabrielle. Gabrielle.
Ma'am, I am seeing you on charges of domestic violence assault. These are misdemeanor charges out of Pima County Justice Court. Sorry, Oro Valley City Court. Ma'am, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear, provided you can promise, ma'am, that you will not have any contact with the alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence or workplace. Will you abide by that, ma'am?
My only question, sir,
Yes.
is my children are at that house and he leaves on Sunday because he's always out of town working. So I don't know how to go about that.
He leaves on Sunday. When does he come back?
I would have to inquire with him, but he goes to Tennessee to work out of state. So like he only comes for 4 days at random when he is in town. I didn't know like because I have my kids there, my 6 and 5-year-old, and my dog and all my belongings. His stuff is just a bag, like brings and goes. What would be my best?
1 second to review this again.
Yes, sir.
Hey, pre-trial, if I continue this tonight, will you all try to reach out to the alleged victims again?
Honor, we can do that.
Ms. Gumo, I can't release you, with the ability to have contact.
Sorry, I'm trying to hear you.
I can't release you with the ability to have contact with the alleged victims without permission from them to do so. Pretrial was unable to speak to them. For that reason, I'm inclined to continue this to tonight to allow pretrial another opportunity to try to reach out to them, okay?
Okay. So I just have to stay here?
All right, ma'am, and then, I don't know which judge you're gonna see again, but that judge will determine your release conditions, ma'am. All right, ma'am, you're excused then.
I just redo everything?
Yeah, you'll come back tonight, so that day one.
Your name, please, ma'am?
Monique Victoria Ibarra.
I'm seeing you on justice court cases as well as some city court cases. The justice court cases, ma'am, are for criminal trespass. As well as, hold on. So 2 counts of criminal trespass. Are failing to appear for charges of criminal trespass. So, ma'am, my inclination is going to be to hold you on a bond to make sure that we can get you to court and resolve these cases. On the justice court case, I'm going to hold you on a $250 bond, set court for May 11th, and appoint Christian Salter to represent you. That court case will be in Pima County Justice Court in front of Judge Garza at 1 p.m. Same goes for the other justice court case, ma'am. It will be a $250 bond, cash or secured, May 11th court date in front of Judge Garza at 1 p.m. I'll appoint Christian Salter to represent you on that one as well. On the city court cases, ma'am, I'll do a $250 bond. Appoint the city PD to represent you, set that case in front of Judge Bond on May 19th at 1:45 p.m. You're ordered not to go back to any incident location, ma'am, where you've been trespassed. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf on the city court cases, ma'am, and with that, you're excused.
See the information on case.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your name, please, sir?
Brandon Edward Mitchell Sr.
All right, Mr. Mitchell. Sir, I am seeing you on 1 count of possession of paraphernalia, but I understand that you're currently in custody on other matters. Is that right, sir?
That's correct.
In that case, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $100 cash secured bond to make sure you're getting time credit. Set court for May 11th at noon at Moreno City Court, and appoint Janet Altschiller to represent you on that case, sir, okay?
Thank you. That's what I was going to ask you to do.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Have
Glad
a
to
great
make somebody happy. Your name, please, ma'am?
Regina Molina.
All right, Ms. Molina, I'm seeing you on charges of criminal trespass in the 2nd degree.
Yes.
Yeah, I have information that you've been trespassed from this place before, ma'am. For that reason, I'm going to hold you on a bond of $500 cash or secured. If you do post bond, you may not go back to this location. I'm going to appoint Christian Salter to represent you and set court on May 11th in front of Judge Pesquera at 1 p.m. With that, ma'am.
Oh.
Hold on, ma'am. I don't. Molly, one second. Court's telling me that I have got city court stuff for her. I just don't see it.
Okay, no problem.
No, number 7. Regina Molina. Okay, no city court things, just the justice court things. We're finished, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Your name, please, sir?
Morrison.
All right, Mr. Morrison, I'm seeing you on justice court cases as well as city court cases. On the justice court case here, sir, I'm seeing you on a criminal trespass in the 2nd degree. On the city court cases, sir, I'm seeing you on charges of failing to appear for multiple counts of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. Sir, given the fact that I have all these failure to appears for the same charges, I'm going to hold you, sir, on a $500 cash or secured bond. Set court, sir, for May 11th. At 1 p.m. in front of Judge Pesquera. And appoint Christian Salter to represent you on the justice court case. On the city court matters, sir, I'm going to appoint the city PD's office to represent you. Hold you on a bond of $500, cash is secured. Order you not to go back to any incident location where you've been trespassed from. And set court, sir, for May 19th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Verena. And with that, sir, you're excused. Who?
Hey.
Oh, they were in the file. Jeez. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
That was me. Yeah.
Hey, this is new, sorry.
Molly, give me 1 second.
No problem.
I don't understand how that works. I don't. No, I don't either. Didn't I?
You saw it. Or maybe you just didn't sign it.
I know, I did everything.
You did?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I?
No.
I imposed bond but didn't sign it. Let me see.
Yeah, actually, that was this one.
There's Ibarra. Okay. Jail, we found Miss Molina's city court file. When we can we bring her back to do her city court charges as well? Sir, your name, please.
John Richards.
Mr. Richards, I am seeing you on 1 charge of domestic violence assault. Sir, on these charges, will you agree not to have contact with the alleged victim or go to their residence?
Absolutely. I'm in the process of moving out. I'll have my mother-in-law finish the process.
All right. I'm going to release you, sir, on your promise to go to court June 2nd, 9 a.m. No contact with the alleged victim. Do not go back to their residence or workplace. All right, sir?
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Just go back up.
Yeah, they'll sleep. You go there.
I got. I bet.
Your name, please?
Alexander Valencia.
Mr. Valencia, I am seeing you on justice court charges as well as city court charges. Your justice court charges, sir, are possession of paraphernalia and obstructing a thoroughfare or highway. Your city court charges, sir, are failing to appear for charges of soliciting, urinating in public, and criminal trespass in the third degree. On your justice court charges, sir, I'm going to hold you, sir, on a $500 cash or secured bond. Appoint Christian Salter to represent you. Order you not to go back to the incident location if you do post bond. And set court for May 11th at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Garza. On your city court charges, sir, but enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. Hold you on that same bond of $500. Appoint or set this case in front of Judge Moreno on May 19th at 1:45 and appoint the city PD's office to represent you on these charges, sir. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Thank you. Hey, am I getting released by today or no?
No, sir.
You got.
Tomorrow.
Excuse me, or no, we have Regina, Regina, who's back.
Thank you. Ms. Molina, I apologize. There are city court cases, 2 charges of failing to appear for criminal trespass. I'm going to appoint the city PD on these charges, ma'am. Set court for May 19th in front of Judge Hale at 1:45 p.m. And hold you on a bond, ma'am, of $500 cash or secured.
Okay.
Enter pleas of not guilty. Thank you, ma'am.
So I stay here till then or what?
You get, if you post bond, then you get out and you have to make the appearances. If you don't post bond, you stay until all your insurance is on Monday, okay?
Your name, please?
Sean Burns.
All right, sir. I'm seeing you here on city court charges. Give me 1 second to review these files, sir. It's been a busy morning.
No worries.
All right, Mr. Burns. The charges are domestic violence, disorderly conduct. Sir, if I release you, will you promise to have no contact with the alleged victim in this case?
Yes, sir.
Order you not to go to her home or work, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna release you then, sir, and your promise to go to court. You're gonna have court in front of Judge Million. That's gonna be on June 2nd. At 1:30 p.m. in Tucson City Court. And again, no contact with the victims. Do not go to their residence or workplace. Enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Your name, please?
Ashley Gossess.
All right, ma'am. I have you on 3 charges of failing to comply with a court order out of Tucson City Court. I'm going to consolidate the case I'm seeing you in front of right now with CRs 15085128, CM 2101696, CM 210186551, CM 210334441, CM 260137782, CM 260133786, CM 260163448, and vacate the hearing you had on May 11th in front of Judge Maldonado. Ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash or secured bond. Appoint the city PD's office to represent you. Set court in front of Judge Million on May 20th at 1:30 p.m.
Okay.
And order you to have no contact with any of the alleged victims, ma'am. And with that, you're excused, ma'am.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Your name, please, sir?
Levi. McMarvel.
Thank you, sir. I'm seeing you, sir, on charges of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, theft, failing to appear for a charge of reckless burning, and 2 counts of disorderly conduct, domestic violence offenses. Sir, I'm going to hold you in custody on a $500 cash or secured bond. Appoint the city PD to represent you. Set court, sir, for May 19th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Crenshaw.
That's my Judge Crenshaw. I remember.
You'll see him on May 19th, sir, with the city PD's help. And with that, sir, you're excused, all right?
Yep.
All right, sir. Your name, please, sir?
Ariel Contreras.
All right, give me 1 second, Mr. Contreras. All right, Mr. Contreras, I'm seeing you on justice court cases as well as city court cases. In justice court, sir, I'm seeing you on charges of shoplifting. On city court charges, sir, I'm seeing you on charges of failing to appear for possession of paraphernalia charges, possession of prescription drug charges without a prescription, and further possession of paraphernalia charges. Give me 1 second, sir. Sir, you need to go to court. Will you do that?
Yeah, I go to court.
I'm going to release you, sir, and you're promised to go to court. You're going to court on June 2nd.
June 2nd.
June 2nd in front of Judge Garza at 9 a.m., sir. You were ordered not to go. Wait 1 second here. Are you there on felony charges, sir?
No, I don't.
Yes, you are, sir. I have you there on a hold without bond for failing to appear in the 1st degree out of Pima County Superior Court on CR 202542224. I'm only asking, sir, because if I release you on this case, you're not going to get any time credit. All right, so I'm going to hold you.
So go ahead and release me. It's all right.
Sir, you're not going to go home. I can release you on this case, but you're not going to be released from jail. So I'm going to hold you, sir, on a $500 cash or secured bond. Set court for May 11th.
Oh, I think we're done.
No, sir.
Oh,
And appoint Mr. Christian Salter to represent you. On the Justice Court matter, sir, you are done. But
Okay.
hold on, hold on.
Ah.
On the city court matter, sir, I'm gonna appoint I'm gonna do a non-transport review hearing. Release you on the city court case, appoint the city PD, and set a non-transport hearing for June 12th at 9 a.m. Now you're finished, sir. He has a felony hold. Yeah, thank you. He's got a felony hold. Yeah. Your name, please, ma'am?
And I'm Ray George.
All right, Ms. George, I'm seeing you on charges, 3 counts of disorderly conduct, domestic violence offenses, 1 charge of domestic violence assault, 1 charge of domestic violence child abuse, and 1 charge of domestic violence aggravated assault, a misdemeanor. Give me 1 second, man. I'll
That's-
review. Hold on here. Ma'am, if I order you of no contact with any of the alleged victims, will you agree to that?
Could you clarify who the alleged victims are?
I would love to. I cannot figure it out, quite frankly, Ms. Fox. Without reading the whole incident complaint out loud and asking the defendant to explain who the alleged victims are here. I was looking for some names of alleged victims. There's probable cause to hold Miss George, but there's no names provided for who the victims are. There's 3. All right, Miss George, one name you clearly can have contact with is Anastasia. Also, an individual named Sarah.
Oops, anything about it, except to be. I say that now.
Will you agree to have no contact with Anastasia and Sienna?
There's actually a court concern that I have to clarify.
Can I talk to her for just a quick minute, Your Honor? I just want to make sure. Your Honor, if you don't mind if I appear really fast in this case. So Anastasia and Sienna are involved as alleged victims in a juvenile case with her son. They will likely be in the same courtroom. That's what the client is concerned about. There's no issues in terms of whether she doesn't live with the children. She doesn't have any contact with them. Or the alleged victims. However, she is concerned about perhaps accidentally violating a court order by being at a juvenile court hearing for her sons, which her presence is necessary for. So that's the clarification that I'd like to give to the court.
Thanks, Molly. I will order no contact with the alleged victims who are already named unless you're at court proceedings, Ms. George. You cannot go to their residence or their places of work. Your court date, ma'am, will be in front of Judge Mayhew. That's going to be on June 15th at 9:30 a.m.
Is he the Veterans Court person?
No,
No, ma'am.
You'll talk to her about it there.
Oh, and they can refer me if
It's necessary.
okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, please do not guilty in your excuse, ma'am.
Thank you. And I'd asked for a public defender. Do I qualify for that or no?
You'll have to talk to Judge Mayhew about it or call the city public defender's office.
Thank you.
She's been released, yeah. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name, please.
Nora John.
All right, Ms. John. I am seeing you, ma'am, on felony charges as well as city court charges. Felony charges, ma'am, are possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. The city court charges are charges of drug possession of paraphernalia contributing to the delinquency of a minor and 2 counts of endangerment, domestic violence offenses, and 2 counts of child abuse, domestic violence offenses. The state, ma'am, on the felony charges is asking for a $10,000 bond and no steps hearing. I've got to be honest, ma'am, I don't understand why some of these charges are misdemeanors. I can only imagine that that's why the state's suggesting this high bond as well as not setting a steps hearing. Mr. Goodman, did you want to be heard more, sir?
Your Honor, I think as far as the interim complaint goes, it's really the quantity of drugs. It's with the packaging. I know it's with packaging, but it's 51.138 grams of methamphetamine, which is pretty significant. And she's on probation. So that's why the state recommended the bond that it is, because that charge is likely going to be changed during this, criminal process.
All right, thank you, Mr. Goodman. Ms. Fox, did you want to be heard as to the felony? Given what I've read in the interim complaints, Ms. Fox, on the misdemeanors, I am inclined to hold Ms. Nora on the city court cases.
Okay. Then, Your Honor, I think that a bond would be appropriate in this case. I just asked that it be much lower than the $10,000 bond. Her felony probation is for drug possession. This is another drug possession case, a nonviolent felony, at least. So for those reasons, I'd ask that the court just do a lower bond than $10,000.
Ms. Fox. Ma'am, let me start with the city court case first, since I already told you I was going to hold you on that one. I'm going to hold you on the city court charges, ma'am, on a $1,000 cash or secured bond. Appoint the city PD, set court on May 19th. In front of Judge Hale. And enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. I'm also going to order no contact with the victims of that case. On the felony charges, ma'am, I'll do a $5,000 cash or secured bond. Set court for May 19th at 1:30 p.m. Appoint the public defender's office. And with that, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is Andrea with Pretrial Services, if I may. I was going to let you know we were able to get a hold of the victims in Gamulo if you choose to see her today. Otherwise, we can, she's ready for tonight.
No, we can do it. We can do it today if you already got a hold of them. Yeah, thank you. Did you change the pretrial workup?
I did. I just saved it right now, so you should have access to it.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Your Honor, what was the name of that defendant? Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
You see.
Luisa, can you reopen Gamulo so that I can do it again? Okay. I'm in, publish Gamulo. Publish or amend? I can't do anything though. Oh, just put amend? Oh, thanks, okay. Your name, please, ma'am?
Say it again, sorry.
Ileana? Renee Lopez?
So what should I do?
Just say whatever you need to say on record.
So that I already, so I already, what should I do now? Here, hold on. Thanks. All right, Ms. Lopez, the time set for your initial appearance. You're being charged with one charge of leaving the scene of an accident with serious physical injury. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Ma'am, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. State's asking that I release you to pretrial services. That was my inclination. You're going to have court, ma'am, on May 29th at 1:30 p.m. in Pima County Circuit Court. Since it is highly unlikely to go, I will release you to pretrial services, ma'am. Please stay in touch with pretrial services as well as your attorney, and they'll tell you when to come to court. I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victim. Understood? All right, ma'am. With that, you're excused.
Samantha, you're gonna discuss your case, okay? Okay.
All right. Your name, please, ma'am.
Samantha Cotner.
All right, Ms. Cotner, I am seeing you today for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you on charges of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. Ma'am, the state's asking that I dismiss this case without prejudice. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Ma'am, when you leave the jail today, if you follow the blue line, there you'll walk into a transition center. I don't know if you need any resources or not, but if you feel like you want to talk to somebody about anything, follow that blue line. It'll lead you to a place where you can ask some questions, maybe even get some services, okay? All right, ma'am, you're excused. Your name, please?
Adolfo Cardenas Pacheco.
Pacheco, I am seeing you on charges of aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument and criminal damage. You have the right to remain silent, sir. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. Sir, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. The state's asking me to impose a $50,000 bond, sir. Fox, my inclination was a $25,000 bond. Before I make a decision, do you want to be heard? Anybody?
I
Yes.
don't need to be heard, Your Honor.
Ms. Fox?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm asking that the court consider a much lower bond or even release, given his absolute lack of criminal history, his age, his low risk scores. He's not a risk for failure to appear, and there's no indication that this is a pattern of behavior. He has housing, confirmed housing from ADOT and employment. So it would make sense, given the fact that this is not a pattern of behavior. This is not something that he has priors for, his complete lack of criminal history, that the court allow him to be released to pretrial services or a low bond.
Ms. Fox, those are good arguments. Given the nature of the allegations, the defendant's age, the high BAC, and the speed that was triple the legal limit, and the damage done to the home and almost the damage done to the individuals inside the home, I am going to impose the $25,000 bond, order no contact with the alleged victims, not to go to their residence or work if you post bond. Set court on May 19th at 1:30 p.m. Sir, that court is unlikely to go. Your attorney will be able to see you next week to discuss this case with you. And with that, sir, you're excused. Your name, please, sir.
Dela Cruz.
All right, Dela Cruz. I am seeing you on charges of domestic violence, aggravated assault with a deadly instrument, domestic violence, aggravated assault, disfigurement. So the state's asking for a $50,000 bond. Counsel, again, my inclination was a $25,000 bond. Did either party wish to be heard?
The state would just highlight the prior DV conviction involving the same victim, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd just like to ask for a lower than $25,000 bond, given his lack of felony history.
All right, I understand the state's request for a higher bond and Ms. Fox, your request for a lower bond. Given the factors in the 4-4C, I don't think a higher bond is required. I am going to impose a $25,000 bond, order no contact with the alleged victim, not to return to their residence or workplace, appoint the PD's office, set court for May 19th at 1:30 p.m. And that court date, sir, is unlikely to go, so please speak to your attorney and your excuse, sir.
Thank you, okay, this is great.
Why are the law? No, I'm just wondering what that means. Why is that? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense as I'm not doing it. All right. Okay, great. Just do these things. Your name, please?
Dylan Drudge.
Mr. Drudge, I'm seeing you on charges of domestic violence, aggravated assault, and domestic violence strangulation. Sir, the state's asking me to hold you on a $50,000 bond. Ms. Fox, that was my inclination prior to seeing the state's recommendation. Did you want to be heard, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, the Mr. Drudge let me know that he was supposed to go to Amity 2 days ago, but didn't. He's still processed into Amity and plans to go there upon release if he's allowed to have released. So he does have supportive housing as well as the support from his mother, who is outside of the victim's residence. And I'd just like to point out that he has no felony history, so I just ask for a lower bond.
Mr. Judge, I'm not going to impose a lower bond. There are also city court charges where you have an arraignment for interference with a restraining order with the same alleged victim. So I am going to impose the $50,000 cash or secured bond set court for May 19th at 1:30 p.m. Appoint the PD's office and further order you sort of no contact with the alleged victim, whether you're in or out of custody. And if you are able to post bond, sir, you may not go back to her residence or workplace. And with that, sir, you're excused. Your name, please.
Helen, Mr. Harelson.
All right, Miss Harelson, I'm seeing you on a number of charges. Give me 1 second to review them all. All right, ma'am, I'm seeing you on felony charges for possession of paraphernalia. The state is doing what I thought they might do when I saw this. They are asking me to dismiss your felony charges without prejudice. I will do that, ma'am.
Yeah.
So your felony charges, ma'am, are now dismissed. However, unfortunately, ma'am, I have a lot of justice court cases as well as city court cases with some failure to appears. Let me go over them all and then I'll impose bond, ma'am. So I'm seeing you, ma'am, on city court cases for shoplifting that allegedly occurred yesterday. I'm seeing you for failing to appear for possession of paraphernalia. I'm also seeing you on some Pima County district court cases for shoplifting or city court here for charges of theft and criminal trespass. On the justice court case, ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond set court for May 11th at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Garza, and appoint Christian Salter to represent you. Oh, ma'am, hold on. I'm going to do that on both justice court cases, and then we'll address your city court cases. All right. On your city court cases, ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond as well. Set this in front of Judge Bond on May 19th. Appoint the city police to represent you in these cases, ma'am. Have not on your behalf. And with that, ma'am, you're excused.
May 11th and where's the other?
Your name, please, ma'am.
Bethany Meredith.
I don't know.
Sit out.
All right, Miss Meredith, I'm seeing you on some felony charges as well as some misdemeanor charges. The state's asked me to dismiss the felony charges. I will do that. Let me turn to the misdemeanor charges, ma'am. On the misdemeanor charges, ma'am, I'm seeing you on on 12 different city court cases, all alleging failure to appear for offenses that range from second-degree assault, theft, drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass, and being in the parks after hour. On the Justice Court case, ma'am, I'm seeing you on charges of criminal trespass in the third degree. That is alleged to have occurred yesterday. So, ma'am, on the Justice Court case, I'm going to impose a $500 bond. Set court on May 11th in front of Judge Pesquera at 1 p.m. And appoint Christian Salter to represent you. On the city court cases, ma'am, I'm going to impose a $500 bond. Appoint the city PD's office, set court for May 19th in front of Judge Cranshaw. It'll be at 1:45 p.m. and I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf on the city court case, ma'am. And with that, ma'am, you're excused.
The release, no, you have 2 $500 bonds. Oh, for not going to be citizen, not listening. Okay, but you're felony assistance. All right, thank you.
May I please, sir?
Ronald Moreno.
Give me 1 second, sir. All right, Mr. Moreno, I'm seeing you on a charge of misconduct involving weapons. The state, sir, is asking for a $5,000 bond. Ms. Fox, did you wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, I just asked for a $1,500 bond, given his verified housing, transportation, and support.
All right. I will impose that $1,500 bond as requested by defense counsel. Set court for May 19th at 1:30 p.m. Appoint the PD's office to represent you, sir. That court date, sir, is unlikely to go, so please speak to your attorney with regards to what to expect in the next few weeks. And with that, sir, yours.
Thank you.
Wait for him to see that. Yeah, before him to sign off, so, yeah.
Your name, please, sir.
Adam Pettis.
All right, Mr. Perez, I'm seeing you on some felony charges as well as some misdemeanor city court charges. Sir, on the felony charges, I'm seeing you on counts of endangerment and criminal damage. The state of Arizona, sir, is asking that I release you to pretrial services. That was my inclination. Sir, I'm also going to order, though, that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. You have no contact with the alleged victims. Your court date, sir, will be May 29th at 1:30 p.m. And the public defender's office is appointed to represent you. So that court that I just set on May 29th is unlikely to go. So please talk to your attorney in pretrial with regards to what to expect for your felony case, all right? On the city court case, sir, I have you on one charge of obstruction and refusal to provide your name. I'm going to set a court date, sir, of June 10th. In front of Judge Hale at 9:30 a.m. That court date will go, sir. I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court on that date, all right, sir?
Sir.
Okay, you're excused.
Yeah. In the day? Monday. Oh, on Monday. Okay. So am I. Good to go. You're good. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
Really? I know you had to do it. I see.
Name, please.
All right. Jason Ratliff.
Ratliff, I'm seeing you on charges of possession of narcotic drug for sale, possession of drug paraphernalia. The state's asking that I hold you, sir, without the ability to post bond. They're alleging that you committed this offense while you were on release for another felony charge. Because of that request, sir, I need to do that. That means what's going to happen, sir, is there will be a no bond hearing for you on one of these charges at least. Hold on, let me get the case numbers correct.
It's not shaking.
Mr. Goodman, do you have the case number for the hold without bond cases? I do not see it in pretrial's workup or on your recommendation.
Your Honor, it's two separate cases, but I'm recommending no bond on both.
Okay. All right.
Do you need the?
Oh, I've got three cases,
Okay.
Mr. Ratliff. I have three cases with you right now. Let me talk about the felonies first, and then we'll move on to, hold on.
He's not in there. Oh, sure.
Andrea, I'm not sure what's going on with Mr. Ratliff. It looks like I'm seeing him on CR 2025-2597. However, your report, or not your report, but pre-trial report says that he's being detained without bond in CR 2025-2597. On the jail's website, he's not being held at all right now. Can you tell me where you're getting that he's being detained without bond on this case number?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize. This is written overnight. I'm taking a look right now. Usually that comes with, there's no bond amount listed on the warrant that was served in case ending in 2597. Let me just verify that. Give me one moment.
So not held without bond, but no bond amount listed.
Correct.
And that's probably a post arraignment warrant and will be seen by the division.
Except that it's on my
That is
calendar
correct.
right now to see him on it. Yeah, it was an arrest warrant with no bond listed.
Yep, that's, Your Honor, that's what our records show here in pretrial, and that since it was post initial appearance, generally those are seen in Superior Court, not today.
Give me 1 second, folks. Andrea or Peter or Ms. Fox, Molly, the information I have right now is that I'm supposed to set an arraignment for Mr. Ratliff. on this post indictment matter on May 15th, which would not be in front of Judge Fell. It would be in front of me or Judge Monroe, which means I need to set conditions of release unless there's something else that I'm not seeing that you all are seeing.
Pre-trial, has he been arraigned on this, or is it not post-arraignment?
Let me double check. Mr. Goodman, I do see the initial appearance on May 26th, but as far as arraignment, let me confirm that.
And Judge, I'll look in our file right now to see what I can find.
Thanks, Peter. While you're looking, let me turn to the matters. Mr. Ratliff, we're gonna get this figured out. I just want to make sure you know what's happening. I don't have good news for you. I am gonna detain you without bond on your 2 new cases. I am gonna appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You're gonna have a no bond hearing on May 14th at 1:30 p.m. on those cases, and a preliminary hearing on May 19th, which is unlikely to go. You can speak to your attorney more about that, sir. That will be for both of the new charges, sir. And again, the state has to prove that you are not eligible to post bond, and they will need to do that, sir, on May 14th at 1:30 p.m. and you will have an attorney assist you at that time.
So Judge, I was able to pull up the file on our end. And it looks like there was a settlement conference that was at least supposed to occur on April 29th. And then it looks like a trial was vacated until he was picked up on a warrant. So it looks like this is definitely post arraignment, and the warrant was issued. It looks like I'm going to assume at some point between a status conference and whatever his scheduled jury trial was. So this is definitely not free arraignment.
All right, so I'm going to set a status conference.
To confirm, he was arraigned on 6/12/25, Your Honor.
All right, let me set a status conference then. I'll call it a
Initial appearance on a warrant, Judge, with the division.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I have limited options on my next event calendar, so that's causing a problem. I'm going to call it supplemental proceedings. Hold on. How did I mean, Peter, I'm in justice court right now. I can't set a matter in front of a superior court judge outside of an arraignment from justice court. I don't have.
Your Honor, could you just vacate this hearing today, and then that way it would get set as an IA on a bench warrant the way that it normally would on a 2025 case? That's just an idea. I don't know if that's.
I mean, that's the only idea I've got, Molly, because I don't have any other authority to do anything else.
Right.
Peter, Mr. Ratliff is now being held, of course, without bond until May 14th. You might need to get this back to your office, setting IA on this warrant in front of Judge Fell on Monday or Tuesday of next week, sir.
And I'll send his JAA an email when we're done here.
Okay.
What I'm going to do then is set a hearing in front of myself on Wednesday of next week, just to make sure that something's happened. All right, so Mr. Ratliff, you may be seen in front of me again on Wednesday, May 13th at 9 a.m. I just want to make sure something happened with this case, sir, so that you're not just being forgotten about on this charge. And with that,
And Your
said-
Honor, just for the record, I'm emailing his attorney on the 2025 matter to make sure that she takes care of that too.
Thanks, everybody. Mr. Ratliff, I apologize, that was confusing. We're gonna get at least the aspect of due process sorted for you, sir, okay? You'll have an attorney assist you in all these cases. Your excuse, sir. Your name, please, sir.
Yeah, Rico.
Mr. Rico, I'm seeing you on 2 felony matters as well as a city court matter. The felony matters, sir, are possession of narcotic drugs, possession of paraphernalia, as well as taking contraband into a correctional facility, sir. State's asking that I set a $500 bond on the possession charge and affirm on the contraband charge. On the city charge, sir, I'm seeing you on charges of failing to appear for theft or shoplifting. Ms. Fox, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. What I'm asking for is a nominal bond of say like $20, so that if he does take care of the other case, he is able to participate in steps on the new case. As for the warrant amount, given the fact that that was a refile summons that went to general delivery, obviously Mr. Rico did not have actual notice of that, and I'd ask that the court consider giving him his original bond of $1,000 in that case.
All right, that's a fair request. Mr. Rico, I'm going to hold you on 2026-1778 on the original $1,000 bond that was imposed. Set court for May 15th at 1:30 p.m. That's your arraignment, and appoint the public defender's office to represent you on that case. On your new charges, sir, I will do what your attorney suggested. I will hold you on a $20 bond, sir, very nominal. Set court, sir, on May 19th. Sir, have you heard of the STEPS program?
No.
STEPS program is a joint program run between the court and the county attorney's office. It allows, if you do drug treatment and counseling required by the court, the county attorney's office can dismiss certain charges, this being one of them. Are you interested in looking into that, sir?
Yeah.
All right. I'll set a STEPS screening for May 18th at 9 a.m. If you're transported or if you post these bonds and are released, you have to go to court on May 18th to be considered for screening. All right, sir?
All right.
I'm also going to set that PH for 519. That's unlikely to go. Speak to your attorney, sir, about what to expect with regards to these charges in the next couple of weeks. All right?
All right.
On your city court case, sir, I'm going to set a non-transport review hearing and appoint the PD's office to represent you, the city PD. I'm going to set it in front of Judge Cloaks on June 12th. You will not have to go to this, sir. If you do post bonds, you should go, but the city PD will advocate for you regardless of your presence. And with that, sir, you're excused. Your name, please, sir.
Marcus Taylor.
All right, Mr. Taylor, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of possession of narcotic drug, possession of a dangerous drug, possession of paraphernalia, and being a prohibited possessor. State's asking for a $7,500 bond. Counsel, my inclination was a $5,000 bond. Either party wish to be heard.
Nothing from the state.
It's my understanding that there's a DOC hold in this matter, so there's nothing from us.
Sir, I will impose that $5,000 bond. If you do post that bond, you'll go to DOC. Your court date, sir, is going to be May 19th at 1:30 p.m. That court date's unlikely to go, so please speak to your attorney at the public defender's office to know what's happening in the next few weeks. All right, sir?
All right.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Luisa, I don't know why I have this. It might have fallen out. It's Harelson. We dealt with that a while.
And Judge, I did already send an email to Judge Fell's division and the associated attorneys.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah. You pass up.
Miss Galindo, or no, that's not her.
What's that, Molly?
The Ms. Gamulo
Yeah.
is back in here if you want to see her.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Ms. Camullo. I'm glad that pre-trial Andrea was able to reach out again to the alleged victims in this matter. Give me a minute to pull up the file.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're back on the record with,
Yeah.
I'm looking for the case number, with Gabrielle Gamula. I want to make sure the record's clear, Ms. Gamula, as the Justice Court clerks are going to make any changes I make here. So my concern, ma'am, was I couldn't allow you to have contact with the alleged victims in this case. Pretrial did reach out. Both alleged victims have indicated you may return and they do want further contact, ma'am. So I'm going to set the court date of your court date, ma'am, is going to be June 3rd at 10:30 a.m. in Oro Valley City Court.
Okay, understood.
And you may go back home, ma'am.
Okay.
And that's it, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Connor.
Yes.
Your name, please, sir.
David Gonzalez.
That's good. Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, sir.
I am seeing you, sir, on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and discharging a firearm in city limits and being a prohibited possessor. The state, sir, is asking for a $100,000 bond. Ms. Fox, do you want to be heard while I review this again?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm asking for a lower bond in this matter, perhaps something like $10,000 to $20,000. I recognize his criminal history, and the nature of the offense is more serious. I would like to point out that after reading the interim complaint, it looks like there was perhaps a justification defense or at least a BB gun that was being shot before he shot. For those reasons, I'd ask that the court consider a lower bond than $100,000.
Court's going to impose a bond of $50,000 cash or secured. Set court for May 19th. Appoint the PD's office. Sir, if you do post bond, you cannot go to the victim's residence or workplace, regardless of whether you post bond, sir. No contact with the alleged victims in this case. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
No. All right.
Just over 2 cheese here. Wait, for the awful one. I don't think so. It's just a, I honestly, no, yeah, we don't take it. Or they like to do it like, can't drink short video. Okay.
I've got two more cases though. One's in Ajo. Where's the
That's it right there.
I believe we've got Mr. Mackey coming in.
All right, thanks. Your name, please, sir?
Michael Macklin.
All right, Mr. Mackley, I am seeing you on charges of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm also seeing you on some city court charges, sir, for criminal trespass, criminal damage, and driving with a suspended license. The state, sir, on the felony charges is asking. All right. So, sir, you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you, and everything you say right now is being recorded and broadcast over the internet. So I strongly suggest you not speak. Sir, the state's asking that I release you to pretrial services. Have you heard of the STEPS program, sir? So let me tell you what the STEPS program is, sir. The STEPS program, sir, is a program run jointly between the court and the prosecutor's office. If you do certain drug treatment and counseling, the prosecutor's office will consider dismissing your drug charges. Do you want to do that, sir? Okay, I will not.
Talk to pretrial?
Can you talk to pretrial?
Hold on for just, can I have just one moment?
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Say it again for the.
Yes.
That was to your answer about whether he wants a step and he wants a chance at steps.
All right, I will set a step screening then. Sir, you have to go to court on May 18th at 9 a.m. in Pima County Superior Court to be eligible for that program.
Can I write this down?
I'm writing it.
Ms. Fox is writing it for you, sir. It's all right. It's okay. Mr. Mackley.
No matter what I do.
I'm going to set a preliminary hearing for June 23rd at 1:30 p.m. and release you, sir, to pretrial services and appoint the PD's office on the felony charges. All right, sir? So on the felony case, you're being released today, sir. On the city court case, sir, I'm going to consolidate the new charges with CM 2504-3244. Mr. Mackley, if I ask you to go to court on June 9th in city court, will you do that, sir?
If you write it down, yeah.
Okay. I will order you, sir, to go to court on June 9th at 2:30 p.m. in front of Judge Cranshaw. I'll release you, sir, on your promise to do so. I am going to order, sir, that you not go back to the incident location where you're alleged to have trespassed. All right, sir? Enter pleas of not guilty, and Mr. Mackley, you're excused.
What are my debit card, my?
Let's go. Let's go.
Figure all that out later. Shit. And that.
Thank you, jail. Ma'am, are you Juanisha Swayze?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you on fugitive warrant out of California. The warrant, ma'am, lists a bond of $30,000. I'm going to impose that bond, ma'am. I'm going to set a court date on May 4th. Hold on. May 14th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the legal defendant's office to assist you in this fugitive matter. So, ma'am, if you post bond.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
May I ask that you also allow her to travel to California for the warrant, and that would be the only reason she would be able to not be at the hearing if she were to bond out?
Of course, it's a good idea. So ma'am, Ms. Fox is asking for that because general conditions. I'm afraid she froze. Nothing like a good software glitch to end an epic calendar. All right.
I want
You're
technical difficulties.
I know, it's fine. Ms. Sways, I am gonna impose that $30,000 bond.
Yes.
I'm going to set court for you on May 14th and appoint the legal defendant office. If you do post bond, you may travel to California to handle these charges, all right? If you do not post bond, you'll be seen in Superior Court to deal with this fugitive matter, and the LD will assist you at that time.
Almost understood. Can I post bond out here? Or like, cause I'm confused on what's going on.
Molly, you actually
Most of them here.
Yes. Can you hear me, Ms. Swayze?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm an attorney at the Legal Defender's Office and handle a lot of fugitive warrants. You may post bond here for the $30,000 bond. If you post it here, you will be released. You need to go to California and resolve the warrant. Otherwise, within 90 days, Pima County will take you back into custody, okay?
Yes. So,
And make sure you contact your attorney if you do bond out immediately.
okay, you guys give me that information, that attorney.
Molly, do you want to give
Yes,
her right now?
Yes, it is the Legal Defender's Office. It's 520.
Do we have them? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And if you can let me know that they're going to send you the information with the legal defender's number on it as well.
It's
Okay, so.
It's 520-724-5775. And if it hasn't been assigned yet, just ask for Molly and I'll help you out, okay?
Okay, ma'am? All right, thank you, everybody. You're excused, ma'am.